Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Lady Beaver Brook Gymnasium here in Fredericton. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching coverage of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, powered today by fine folks at Aurora Productions. This game features the visiting Lake City 56ers, will be in the white jerseys today against the home court Fredericton Freeze, who will be sporting the black uniforms this afternoon. These teams met last weekend in Dartmouth, back in Cole Harbour High School. And it was the 56ers 78, the Freeze 60. Lizzie Iziemi with 28, Courtney Donaldson 17 for the Sixers. Katie Butts with 14, Katie Daly 14 answered for the Freeze. Looked at the stats of that one a little closer. 2-point field goals made, free throws made. They were both equal. That leaves the margin to be the three-pointers. Freeze 4 of 24 versus 10 of 24. That's a +6 difference at 3 points. That gives you your 18-point margin. 8 of those combined were from Iziemi and Donaldson. Iziemi with 5 and Donaldson 3 in that contest. Freeze were looking to reverse those fortunes again. Both of these clubs coming off of games in the Port City against the Fog. Thursday night, it was the Freeze dropping a road decision, 63-55 to Port City. Courtney Thompson, 19. Rachel Farwell, 15. Kelly Kilpatrick, 10 points, 10 boards for the Fog in that one. Allie McCarthy responded with 16. Robbie Daly, Eva Tamwine, 11 for Fredericton. Freeze, once again, three-point shooting an issue. They were 3 of 27 from deep, while the Fog 6 of 22. That's a +3 three-point differential. When you lose by 8 and you give up 3 more three-pointers, that's where the difference comes in. A little different yesterday, though, for the Sixers in the Port City. They were victorious 75-66 over the Fog. Donaldson and Iziemi with 14 each. Courtney Thompson responded with 17 for the Fog. Rachel Farwell, 15 in that contest. Sixers come in with a 6-1 record. That's tied point-wise atop the association with the 6-0 Halifax Thunder. By virtue of the loss and win percentage, it would put the Sixers behind. Today's game sponsor, Blueberries NB. Pleased to have Blueberries New Brunswick on board as a game sponsor today. And of course, thanks to founding partners, Medavie Royale, longtime partner Cushman Wakefield, and major partner Proline Stadium from ALC being on board sponsorship at the league level. Starters being introduced for Lake City. 0 is Courtney Donaldson. 3 is Lillian Fuller. 5 is Andrea Wright, former member of the Freeze. 15 is Leah Martin at a Cole Harbour High School, Dalhousie High School, and former pro in Europe is Martin. And 22 is Lizzie Iziemi, whose resume exceeds the amount of time that I have here. We go flip over to the Freeze starters. First starter is going to be number 8, Katie Daly. Katie over at a UNB. Sister Robbie wears 9 out of SMU and Dalhousie. The UNB product, 6'2" forward Katie Butts wears 11. Allie McCarthy at a Grand Falls FHS Lincoln Prep, North Dakota, and the University of Ottawa wears 12. And the final starter for the Freeze today is Eva Tamwine, draws in to the starting lineup for Coach Kevin Daly. Time now for National Anthem. We'll rise for that and take a little break in the commentary. Great shots of both teams there during the anthem. And you see interspersed with the Freeze, a couple of teams from Harvey, the Lakers youth, U13, U11 girls on hand here supporting the Freeze today. Part of the lineups. Officials for this one, Mr. Rashida Atkinson, Mr. Dave Gallagher, and Mr. Dan Wilton, the three in charge with making sure all goes according to Hoyle here. Folks, if you don't know Hoyle, look up Hoyle or pull out a deck of playing cards. You're probably going to see that name on there somewhere. Martin and Butts on the tap. Butts tapped the ball away, but it's Donaldson who picks it up. Donaldson at Robbie Daly, right into the paint, back for Andrea Wright. Wright guarded by Ali McCarthy. Travel called on Andrea Wright. Early turnover over to the Freeze. Let's see if we get some full court pickup. We are getting full court pickup here. It's going to be Fuller on Katie Daly. Katie Daly will be initial ball handler here for the Freeze. We'll see Ali McCarthy with the ball in her hands a lot, undoubtedly, at the offensive end. Robbie Daly uses the Katie Butt screen, looking inside, deflected out by the quickness of Izzy Emmy. Your scratches in this one for the Freeze, it's number 10, Jane Boyle, away from the team the last couple games, and for the 56ers, Nicole Brown. Butt stops, pops, scores. Good patience by Katie Butts, just turn around, take the shot. It was given. Right up top. That's Donaldson. Controlling Donaldson and Izzy Emmy, who has the ball now. Really the keys here for the Freeze. Going to have to shoot better than he did in Cole Harbour last weekend as well. Izzy Emmy out for Donaldson, open three. A little too strong. Rebound for Katie Daly. Daly ahead for McCarthy. Donaldson jumps in. McCarthy keeps it alive. Somehow avoids a travel. Still keeps it inbounds. 14 to shoot. For McCarthy, she gets space from the top of the key. No good. Inside for Robbie Daly. Nice pass from Katie Butts. Robbie Daly, scoop shot. Rebound, Andrea Wright. Played a minute and a half here. 2-0 Freeze. Inside for Martin. Outside Fuller from deep. Little banker off the glass. Not sure that was the intention, but it all counts. Izzy Emmy with the steal. On the pass ahead for Donaldson. Sixers with speed looking inside for Martin. Knocked away by Butts into the hands of Robbie Daly. It's going to go ahead for Katie Daly. Katie Daly into a bunch of white shorts and scores 2 points. 4-3 Freeze. High intensity here to start this one. These teams are into it right out of the gate. And why not talk about the standings here in a bit. All these games are important from here on out. Of course, they're all important in a 10-game schedule. There's Fuller, who makes the triple to give Lake City their first lead of the afternoon. No, second lead of the afternoon. McCarthy on the drive, fouled by Donaldson. Going to be Donaldson's first. Sends Ali McCarthy to the line. McCarthy leads the Freeze in most statistical categories. 12.7 points per game, 4.3 assists, 7.3 boards, 2.7 steals, and plus minus at 8.3 per game for McCarthy. Makes them both. We're tied at 6. Donaldson. Hands off for Martin. Cross-court pass. Izzy Emmy. Izzy Emmy gets the step. Can't finish, but gets the putback to go. Sixers were looking for a foul on the initial shot. Didn't get the call. McCarthy on the dribble back for Butts. Knocked away by Wright. Katie Butts picks it up. Couple of Sixers down. Somebody's got to be open, and good defense by Izzy Emmy to knock that ball away. Donaldson on the drive, draws the foul, will shoot 2. Foul's going to go on Allie McCarthy. It'll send Courtney Donaldson to the line. Donaldson this season, 19.7 points per game, 3.8 assists, 3.5 boards, just about 3 steals, and a plus 15 in the plus minus. That's the one I always look at that really counts, that plus 15. (10-6) Sixers. Some subs waiting for the freeze. Off for Tumwine from Katie Daly. Subs in, it's going to be Bailey Russell, number 13. Maeva Gassam, number 3. And Amanda Russell, number 21. Russell playing this season with the Freeze. Sub in is Courtney Kane Norden, number 21 for Lake City. In for Andrea Wright. Also in is Emma Cameron. Top for McCarthy, who launches a 2. Back rim, rebound Gasm. Gasm on the drive is fouled by, I believe, Lillian Fuller. Teammates at UNB are Gasm and Fuller. Gasm a little too far to the left on that one. Discussion there at the Lake City bench. Gasm 2 misses, but it's Bailey Russell on the rebound. Russell, teammate of Allie McCarthy's at the University of Ottawa in the GG program. Bailey Russell on the catch and shoot. That one rimmed out. Amanda Russell chasing the rebound down, but it's into the hands of Emma Cameron, number 6. Izzy Emmy guarded by Gasm. Izzy Emmy into the paint, stops, lets that one go and gets a shooter's roll off the heel of the rim and in. 12-6, Gasm, baseline jumper. A little too strong rebound by Leah Martin. Martin played 2005-2010 at Dalhousie. Izzy Emmy with the miss, rebound for Katie Daly. Push out for Allie McCarthy. Allie gets right to the rim for 2 points. Knocked out of bounds by the Freeze. A couple subs coming in for Lake City. Courtney Donaldson returns. And Sam Martin checks in. Leah Martin, Lillian Fuller to the bench. Eve McDonald, number 7, in black, checks in for the Freeze. In for Katie Daly. Right away, it's Donaldson over McDonald. Rebound off to the Freeze. Bailey Russell back for Maeva Gassam into the post for Amanda Russell. She is deadly inside. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Eve McDonald. Amanda Russell's not going to make all the games for the Freeze, but she can be an incredibly effective player when she does. Really gives them another scoring element that the Freeze can use. Gasm runs over Izzy Emmy and picks up the foul. Right directly almost in front of my position here at the table. A little icky shuffle here going on by Izzy Emmy. Clearing up some moisture on the court. Up 4. Lake City controls in the front court. Donaldson leaves that one short. Rebound, Eve McDonald. Eve out of the pack and with speed to the front court. Settles it down, finds Russell in shooting motion. That one no good. Sam Martin tips it out of bounds. Gasm lets it go. It's going to stay at that end with the freeze. 14 on the shot clock. Lauren Armstrong set to check in here if we get subs. It's Courtney Donaldson out. Wasn't the intended substitution. Donaldson by the bench and said had to come out. I'm bleeding. So we'll cut to the finger of Donaldson. I'm going to pick that up on the mic. McCarthy just a little too strong. Kane Norden, that is, fights for the rebound. Jump ball, and possession should favor the Freeze as Lake City controlled the tap. .14 on the shot clock. Subs coming in. This will be for Izzy Emme. Checking back in will be Lillian Fuller. Bailey Russell on the catch and drive into traffic back outside for Amanda Russell. Amanda Russell can't get that shot to go. 0 for 2 for Russell to start here. Shout out to the folks in Grand Manan watching along. I'm sure you'd like to be here if you could, but if not, you welcome me into this one. Pleasure to bring you the action. Only game on the slate in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association today. There were 3 yesterday. The 2 others saw the Thunder stay perfect with a road win at Moncton. And saw Miramichi pick up a win in Halifax versus the Hornets. Nice take by Bailey Russell. And everything but the score on that one did Bailey. She gets fouled, goes to the line. Nice aggression from Russell in this one. Ali McCarthy off, Katie Daly back on. Really get the sense here early in this one that the Freeze are tightening up the rotation. Abby Cameron checks in. Courtney Donaldson patched up, is able to go back in. Bailey Russell with a miss on the first 3 throw. Third team foul, and Katie Butts checks in for Maeva Gasm. Interesting to see this lineup here for the Freeze with Butts and Amanda Russell, and some full court pressure coming from Fredericton. Fuller guarded by Katie Daly. That's Lauren Armstrong. Armstrong's out of Holland College. Courtney Kane Norden, long shot. Doesn't find rim, straight out of bounds. Courtney Donaldson set to check back in. Next opportunity. Inside, sealed inside for Russell. Well, she missed that one too. She doesn't miss very many of those. You get Amanda Russell in that deep. Russell, of course, a former Red, played here. One of the, I think, the all-time leading scorer for the Reds, in fact. The only Red to go over 1,500 points fully in a Reds uniform. Jada Vino crossed that mark in Reds, but for a few seasons accumulated at Acadia. Freeze down 3 inbounding. That's your daily double, Robbie and Katie, with Katie Butts, Amanda Russell, and Bailey Russell. Double Daly and Russell squared, along with Katie Butts. 2 points from Robbie Daly on the long 2. Donaldson uses the Martin screen, gets a little mismatch, and now Robbie Daly back on. Courtney Kane Norden against Amanda Russell. Good defense by Russell. Freeze get the turnover. Katie Daly out of the backcourt. Finds Bailey Russell. Uses the Amanda Russell screen. Bailey Russell kick out for Katie Butts, baseline. Left that one short. Rebound for Sam Martin. Double team from the Freeze. A little pressure there. Broken into the hands of Abby Cameron. And now it is Kane Norden in the front court for Lauren Armstrong and Courtney Donaldson. Pass in flat side. Not touched on the way through. We get subs on both sides. Leah Travers, number 5, for the Freeze, checks in. Leah Martin, Lizzie Iziemi back in for Lake City. Minute 45 to go, first quarter. 56ers up 1 in this contest. Back for Leah Travers. Travers stops, takes the three-pointer, a little too strong from Travers. Off for Iziemi. Iziemi, head of steam right to the rim. You got to get someone in front of that freight train. Easy thing to say, tough thing to do. With Lizzie Iziemi, full head of steam coming down court. And for Russell in the post. In traffic, fouled. Called for the travel first. Thought we were getting a foul call there, a little ahead of myself. 1:08 to go, first quarter. Hotly contested contest. Pretty focused and energized Freeze team here on home court. Supported by the home fans and the Harvey Lakers. Foul given on the dribble, it looks like. Will be a foul on Amanda Russell. Denny Enqua checks in as Russell picked up the first foul. Team fouls 3-3, 55 seconds to go here. First quarter, doesn't look like bonus will be any issue here in this quarter, and that one would have been over to me, but quick hands of Lonnie States. Picked up that pass. Katie Daly against Abby Cameron. Off for Robbie Daly. Outside Katie Butt. She'll take the occasional three-pointer. Katie Daly in the paint. One up off the rim. Rebound Lauren Armstrong. Armstrong out of Canberra, Australia. Shout out if you're watching from down under. I'll say today, I don't know whether it's day, night. I always get crack the ball down here behind the Lake City bench. Robbie Daly will inbound. And pressure coming from Lake City. Inbounded though to the front court for Butts. Katie Butts with the keeper on drive to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Good move by Katie Butts. Ahead for Iziemi. Iziemi with speed. Draws the foul. That's going to be really, really tough to stop. Donaldson and Iziemi in the fast break. That is the dynamic duo for Lake City. Shot clock off. Iziemi makes free throws. 5-point lead. There's a loose ball there. And taken away with 3 seconds by Abby Cameron, who scores 2. Freeze late turnover really impacted the finish of that quarter. It was tight. Miss a layup at one end. Results in free throws and points at the other. And then the turnover on the pass. Robbie Daly lucky to collect that one. Ultimately, it was taken away and scored for a layup. Good finish to the quarter by Lake City. 18-11 Lake City over the Freeze as separation came in the last few seconds of the quarter. The moment here to shout out to the founding partners of the league, Medavie and Royale, major partners Proline Stadium, And Cushman Wakefield Freeze Partners, Blueberries New Brunswick sponsoring the game today. Capital Region Service Commission, Molson Coors, Domino's Pizza, Gemtech, Brunswick Credit Union, Sweeney International Marine Corp, Valley Graphics, UMB Reds, Mars Canada. Max Health. As well. And there's a logo on here that I don't know, so I apologize to that sponsor for not knowing whose logo that is. I'll have to ask that question. Maybe that's part of the Max Health logo. As mentioned, the only game today is this one. Lots of games coming up next weekend starting Thursday. The Fog at the Mystic, 7 o'clock. Harrison Trimble, 3 games Saturday. Thunder at Hurricane, 7 o'clock. Miramichi Valley High School, that should be a dandy. 3 o'clock, Hornets at Fog, 3 o'clock UMBSJ. And also Saturday, Mystics at 56ers, 2 o'clock in the Dartmouth Sportsplex. Sunday, Hornets and Hurricanes, Miramichi Valley High and Thunder. Right here in Fredericton to take on the Freeze at 1 in a gym to be determined. And also check that one for possible time adjustment. Some events here at UMB that may be forcing the Freeze to move a game elsewhere. Tough scheduling-wise in the facilities. And Baston for Robbie Daly. Baston, Robbie Daly, Ali McCarthy, Katie Butts, and Eva Tamwine are the 5 starting the second quarter for the Freeze. That's Robbie Daly, who scores 2 to make it a 5-point game. For Lake City, it is through the hands there of Ali McCarthy. Lake City checking in is Andrea Wright. Going out is Lauren Armstrong. So it will be Wright with Donaldson, Leah Martin, Izzy Emmy, and Abby Cameron. Going to go over to the Freeze. You were obstructed at that point in time. Not quite sure what happened on that play. Should have looked at the monitor, I guess. Bastion keeps the dribble alive. Guarded closely by Abby Cameron. Cameron in her first year of eligibility at X this past season. Out of Glace Bay. Inside, Tamwine, tough catch. Goes up, and that's going to be a foul. This is going to be the second, I think, on either Wright or Izzy Emmy. It could be Izzy Emmy. Oh, it's going to be Wright. Eva Tamwine to the line. Eva this season with the Freeze. 9.5 points a game for Eva. 4 rebounds as well. Makes both. Subbing in is Emma Cameron. Freeze back within 3. A 4-0 run to start the quarter through the first minute for Fredericton. Back for Andrea Wright. That's Donaldson, Izzy Emmy. Izzy Emmy back for Donaldson. Space to shoot. She lets it fly and buries it in the bottom of the net. Katie Butts from 18 feet. That doesn't drop. Rebound for Izzy Emmy. You look at Izzy Emmy, you look at Donaldson, you think these are players here coming out of the AUS this season, potential to go pro, much like Leah Martin, who just had the ball there. Did. Martin now a dozen plus years beyond her AUS playing career. Izzy Emmy to beat the shot clock is nothing but nylon. Lead all the way up to 8. And Bastion back for Ali McCarthy. And the tough shooting here for the Freeze, and it's Eva Tamwine picking up the aggression foul on the rebound as Andrea Wright takes a tumble. Lillian Fuller will check in for Lake City. In for the Freeze, Bailey Russell, Maeva Gassam, Courtney Donaldson to the bench for the Sixers, and Abby Mercer not quite to the table in time to check in. Really a travel there on Fuller, but caught the foot just in time. Andrea Wright on the drive. Foul on Allie McCarthy. I think it's going to be Allie's second. Andrea Wright gets the and one attempt. Quickly gets Katie Daly up off the bench for Allie McCarthy. It's a big foul there, and see Coach Kevin Daly will manage fouls. Expect to see the Freeze change the matchups there. I wouldn't have expected Allie to be guarding Andrea with the personnel on the court. Travel called on Eva Tamwine. She tried to switch sides of the bucket. I think she actually might have got hit in the back of the head there through part of that. Suddenly it's Lake City plus 10. Izzy Emmy makes it 13. Freeze can't get that ball inside. Looks like they've been forcing that in there part of this game. Fuller. Another triple for Lake City. Timeout Fredericton. Lake City now more than doubling up the Freeze. Freeze started with a 4-0 run to start the quarter. Since that point in time, it's 13-0 Lake City as the triples are just raining down here in the LB gym this afternoon. We'll look inside the huddle with Coach Kevin Daly in the blue jersey. It's like Amanda Russell checking back into this one. Good time to talk about the standings. I mentioned it earlier. Halifax Thunder out in front, 6-0 for 12 points, 4 games remaining. Lake City, 6-1, also 12 points. Port City Fog, Fredericton Freeze, and Miramichi Hurricanes. Each played 6 games, each have won 3. Out of those 3, and look at point differential, the Freeze are the only one on the positive side, though. But you take a look at this Freeze schedule, they've got this Lake City team, they've got the undefeated Thunder coming in next weekend on the road to Moncton and then back home to Miramichi. The undefeated Thunder and 3 teams that have beat them either in the regular or preseason already for the Freeze. Tough schedule. Rounding out your standings, the Moncton Mystics at 1-5 through 6 games. And the Halifax Hornets 0-7, unbelievably so for the talent level on that team. Has to be some frustration there. They're in another close one with the Hurricanes yesterday. The Hurricanes pulled away late. I think it ends up 69-62. I believe is your final score in that one. And again, it was the Rainfords who do a lot of damage for Miramichi. Fans, you're out there watching, you want to go take in a really, really fun event. Get yourself to a home game of the Miramichi Hurricanes. They've got a couple of them left, I think, including Saturday night versus the undefeated Thunder. The Thunder are something to see in themselves, but go to that event in Miramichi. Timeout coming here for Lake City. Coach Javard sees something he doesn't like, wants to talk it over. Good look at the Lake City bench. Lauren Armstrong, Leah Martin, the back to us there on screen. And a great look at the Harvey Lakers U13, U11 girls that are in there on the far side. And the Sixers with a Sixers towel on brand. They're in the huddle. Didn't notice that in the previous Sixer games. And thanks as well to the Sixers for having me last weekend and being so amenable to discussions with me pre-game about what's going on in their program. Just love to see what's going on here in the league. And talked about Leah Martin, graduated 2010, 2011-ish for Leah, playing here with players that are just in their first year of university experience. And of course, Leah coaches well for a time at Dow and played pro. Has done just about everything you can do locally in the basketball scene here, part of this league. Inbound pass a little too long for Amanda Russell. Freeze stuck 16 here to the red-hot Lake City 56ers this second quarter. Sixers just lighting up the scoreboard on a 13-0 run presently, powered by 3 3-pointers. Wright gets one in against Russell. Wright, a former pro as well, played Division I in the U.S. and a former track participant. 3-pointer missed by Bailey Russell. Wright on the rebound. Now Wright will dribble and find Fuller. Another score here, and Wright launches a 3. That one doesn't roll through. Maeva Gassam gets a foul on the rebounding action on the block out of Lizzie Iziemi. Iziemi, good job to sell that one as well. Gassam didn't think there was a lot of contact there, but Katie Butts checks back in, as does Eve McDonald for the freeze. Going to be Butts on Iziemi. Iziemi looks for the step through and gets it off the glass. Wow. Had one yesterday in St. John, used that high glass as well. What a run here this quarter. Speaking of off the glass, the bank is open for Katie Daly. Off the rebound, it's Butts off to Bailey Russell, uses the Eve McDonald screen, gets some space, gets right to the rim. There's 2 points for Bailey Russell. Nice screen from Eve McDonald to create that space for Bailey Russell. Crowd trying to get the freeze into it here, but it's Fuller on the drive who gets the roll. Bailey Russell's got space again, that time off glass for 2. Lead is 16. Iziemi, shake, bake. Right into the paint. Doesn't get the roll that time, but does get the rebound. Quick second jump for Iziemi. And foul given. Going to go on Eve McDonald. 3 subs checking in for Lake City. It's going to be Courtney Donaldson wearing 0, Maya Cameron wearing 2, and Leah Martin in number 15. Shout out to Leah's parents who told her watching along in Mexico this weekend. Hope you're enjoying. Long shot missed that time. That's going to go off to Katie Daly. 16-point game. Freeze into the front court. Off for Amanda Russell. Back for Bailey Russell. There's a triple made from Bailey Russell. Anytime she gets open space, chance to set the feet like that, I like the chances of Bailey Russell on the make. Fuller. Jump stop. I think there was contact there with Bailey after that shot, but Fuller hit the deck. Katie Butts into the post for Amanda Russell. Put that 2 points on the board. Sam Martin will check in. Guessing Sam Martin's going to get to check Amanda Russell. Donaldson with the miss. Butts the long arms with the rebound into the hands of Bailey Russell ahead for Katie Daly. Katie Daly on the drive will shoot 2. Leah Travers will check in for the freeze. Probably for Eve McDonald, would be my guess. Katie Daly makes from the line. It's interesting watching and listening. I'm not sure if you're picking any of that up on the headset. Coach Javard's not liking that foul call. Thought the hands were straight up on that one. It'll be the second foul on Lillian Four. Lead now back to 10. Freeze have made a little push. Izzy Emmy gets the ball back. Donaldson sneaks to the corner. Izzy Emmy right inside off for Martin. Loose ball picked up by Leah Travers, and we got a foul called, not a jump ball. It's going to be a foul called on Leah Martin, I think, number 15, yes. Katie Daly gets free. Can't get it to go. Amanda Russell back for Katie Daly. Spot up three-pointer. That one wide right, but it's Bailey Russell on the rebound. The freeze working the offensive glass. 3 shots this time through. And a reach in that time on Leah Travers. Subbing in will be Abby Cameron. That's going to be a bonus situation as Sam Martin will go to the line. Sam Martin played at St. Mary's University, 29 games played in her U-Sport career. Makes from the line. Martin this season, a little over 4 points a game and 2 boards for Lake City. Leah Travers makes the triple out of the corner. They start going in for Leah. She can get on a hot streak and make about 5 or 6 of those in a row. Let's see if that gets Travers and the freeze going. Lead down to 9. Izzy Emmy kicks. Sam Martin, too strong. Leah Martin looking for the rebound. That's going to be Katie Butts with the reach in. Butts has got to block out Martin. Martin, too good of a rebounder. Could not get a body on. Minute 28 to go here in the half. Entertaining first half. Punctuated really by one big scoring run, a 13-0 run by Lake City. There's Leah Martin making the first. 115 games played, U-Sport level at Dal for Martin. Over 6 points over 4 games. 4 boards a game. For Martin, second one, thought was through. Said it does it a little around the world and spin back out trick. Katie Daly with the scoop shot off glass. Makes it an 8-point game again. Just when you thought the Sixers might be running away here, the freeze with a pushback, and now it's a takeaway by Russell, ahead for Russell. Oh, Bailey Russell a little too strong, but it's Leah Travers fighting for the rebound. Jump ball possession. Says home on the board. It will be home, and in the second timeout taken by Coach Avard and the 56ers. That's 2 points the Freeze are going to look at and say, boy, we should have had those on the board. but they'll take possession. Thanks again to founding partners Medavie Royale, major partners Cushman Wakefield and Proline Stadium, and Freeze partners Blueberries NB, Capital Region Service Commission, Molson Coors, Domino's, Gemtech, Brunswick Credit Union, Sweeney International Marine Corps, Valley Graphics, UNB, Rids, Mars Canada, Max Health, and that other logo that I haven't yet been able to figure out exactly what it says. We'll be tracking the other interview here. At halftime, tipped by Izzy Emmy, picked up by Russell. 10 to shoot. Freeze all the way in the back court. Now 5 to shoot. Katie Daly launches. Didn't have to get that one, but it banks in for Daly. Daly with a little excuse me look at the bench, and suddenly we're back to a 5-point ball game. A stop and score here by the Freeze gives them big time momentum going to half. Lake City just needs to calm it down, get a good shot. Donaldson can find a good shot just about any time in there. There she had one on the drive. Katie Daly with the foul. It'll send Donaldson to the line. Courtney Donaldson out of Kelowna secondary. A couple years at Calgary before finishing up at Smoo. 4-time U-Sport championship participant, 2-time AUS champion. 7.2 points per game, 2.5 boards per game. In her career, over 150 games played, but of course, the last few of the numbers are a lot higher than that for Donaldson in the Smoo Huskies jersey. Daly off for Russell. Russell just a bit too strong. Let's see if the Sixers can close out strong here at the half as they did the first quarter. Donaldson, almost had the triple. It's going to be a 7-point game at halftime. 42-35. What a second quarter that was. That's going to be a 24-24 quarter as both teams made runs, but we end up with the same differential that we had at the end of the first. Get set here for I think an interview. Wait to see if Mr. Janes can scare one up here, and if he doesn't, we'll wrap up at the half, but I think we're going to get Amanda Russell by the looks of things. Yes, we are. Get Amanda here on headset just momentarily. Joined now by Amanda Russell. Amanda, physical first half.
Very physical. It was good. We were pushing back at the end there, and they kind of were beating us up and down the court and in the passing lanes, and then towards that end there, we decided to step it up and get more physical in the rear.
Yeah, that quarter went 24-24. Both teams making fairly substantial size runs in that quarter. What do the Freeze need to do to take the lead in the second half?
Well, that first quarter there, we missed a lot of layups, myself included, and we started finishing here in that second quarter, and we're getting good looks. We just got to finish the ball, and we're getting our hands up now in the passing lanes, and that's helping on the defensive end.
This is your second game in the Freeze jersey. What does coming back here playing for the Freeze mean to you?
I'm not speechless very often, but like walking into this gym and getting to put on a jersey again, like there's literally no words how much it means to me. Like basketball's been my life, and for my 3 boys to be able to come and watch me, it's been amazing.
And anything to say for the folks in Grand Manan today?
I'll say thanks for tuning in and supporting me and basketball as a whole. We are a basketball community, and keep watching.
I'll let you get back to your teammates, Amanda.
Thank
you. Thanks, folks. Come on back for the second half very shortly. Hi fans, welcome back to the second half here. Seeing some of the sponsors scroll by on your screen, and thanks to the Harvey Lakers for putting on a show here at halftime. U13, U11 team. A little scrimmage here. Thanks to founding partners, Medavie Royale, major partners, Proline Stadium, Cushman Wakefield, Freeze partners, Blueberries MB sponsoring the game today. Capital Region Service Commission, Molson Coors, Domino Pizza, Gemtech, Brunswick Credit Union, Sweeney National Marine Corps, Valley Graphics, UMB Reds, Mars Canada, Mom Life Creations, Michael Carter Designs. I figured out those logos now. Max Health, Dr. Amber Andrews as well on board. Anyone else who sponsors the Freeze, but of course, very, very pleased to have all on board, and Medavie Royale in particular for everything you've done in the league for the first 3 years. Speaking of Medavie, the Medavie matchup of the week this week was the Freeze at the Fog in St. John, and the Royale Player of the Week was Rachel Farwell of Port City. They come out usually midweek once the stats get processed by the stats partner Hoops Analytics up on the website. Everybody has a chance to look and see. One nominee from each team in action this week, and the league picks a winner. Those awards. About a minute away from the start of the second half here. It is the Lake City 56ers 42, the Fredericton Freeze 35. Entertaining first quarter. It was a seesaw affair. It was, first half. After the first quarter, it was 18-11 in favor of Lake City. Lake City went way up with a 13-0 run in the second, but the Freeze cut it back, and it was a 24-24 quarter number two to have the margin back to 7, same as it was after one quarter. Leading scores in the first half for the Freeze, Katie Daly with 10, Bailey Russell with 8, Robbie Daly with 4. For Lake City, it is Izzy Emmy with 16, Lillian Fuller with 11, including 3 3-pointers, and Courtney Donaldson with, I'll say, a quiet 6. Donaldson doing a lot more to distribute the ball, and good work by the Freeze as well on Donaldson. Expect Courtney will crank it up here in the second half scoring-wise. Did that yesterday in Port City as well. That is Donaldson with the ball, joined by Wright, Fuller, Leah Martin, and Izzy Emmy. There is Donaldson. I'm going to say right on cue, but she missed the shot. Back outside for Fuller, has already got some triples. Rebound by Wright on the inside. This is 3 attempts for Lake City this trip, and Wright with the offensive board and put back. Gives them the score, makes the lead 9. The Freeze start this half with Katie Daly, Robbie Daly, Eva Tumwine with the miss there, Allie McCarthy and Katie Butts. Opportunity to get the lead in double digits. Collision there between Tumwine and Izzy Emmy, nothing called. Donaldson goes to work. Rebound, Katie Butts off to Robbie Daly. Robbie Daly goes right-handed through the lane and can't get it to go. Lillian Fuller with speed front court. Now he's going to run offense. Martin, tough catch over the shoulder there in the high post. Izzy Emmy, step back 3. Martin crashes the boards, but it's into the hands of the Freeze and Katie Daly. Katie Butts in post, off glass. Good shot. It doesn't go. That's one of the layups that Amanda Russell talked about in the halftime interview. It's going to be the 3rd foul on Allie McCarthy as Courtney Donaldson uses the chicken wing move there to get some space, draw the contact, and get a good shot up as well. Veteran move by Donaldson. Saw the arm come out there, just create the contact as you gather the ball. Also create space. Big foul on Allie. That's going to be 3. Again, I believe that's Ann Baston will check in here. Yes, it is. For Allie. Allie, the Freeze leader in so many statistical categories. Fouls is not one. The Freeze was hoping Allie would lead in today. Bastion dribbles into trouble, and it's a double team of Andrea Wright. Gets the foul, but Wright's going to be out of bounds. Caught with the toes in the tulips on the far sideline there, holding the ball. Shout out to Andrea's family in South Carolina for watching along again today. Katie Butts pulls her way through the lane. Kicks to Eva Tumwine. Tumwine goes to the reverse jam. Rebound Wright. Cross-court pass for Fuller. Leah Martin goes to work on Katie Butts and draws the foul. Leo Martin will go to the line. Going to be the third foul. Nope, second foul, if I read the board correctly here. Second foul on Katie Butts. Amanda Russell will check in. There's a good look at Martin on the line. Said it yesterday, say it again today. One of my favorite personalities here in the league. And Bastion tries the shake and bake, gets space. The jumper goes through, good work, and Bastion to get room and get the shot away. Lead is 11, it was 7 at halftime. Donaldson directs traffic for Wright. Finds Izzy Emmy. Izzy Emmy with the runner, good defense by Tumwine. Again, it's Wright on the board. Tried the put back, probably should have come down and went back up. Should have Andrea Wright. Jenny Enqua was set to check in for Eva Tumwine. 14 on the shot clock for Lake City. Donaldson open for three. That one's off the backboard support, out of bounds over to the Freeze. Sam Martin, Emma Cameron, quick off the bench. Leah Martin, Lillian Fuller will get a break. Inbounded for Bastion. Donaldson with the steal, just picked the pocket that time. Had help, but missing the lay-in was Emma Cameron, number 6. Freeze on the rebound. Bastion off the side of the backboard that time, had a driving lane. Bailey Russell off the bench. Courtney Donaldson says, I've got speed on Jenny Enqua. I'm going to make a move there. Finds Emma Cameron, number 6 in the corner for the make. Lead pushed all the way up to 13. Talented Lake City squad. Katie Daly with the miss. Cameron tries the shot. Sam Martin can't save it in bounds, and we've got Bailey Russell for the Freeze checking in, and Courtney Kane Norden checking in for Lake City. Amanda Russell gets that lay in to go. In the end, one attempt. Amanda Russell does her work early. She gets that position established. You get her the ball inside. She has multiple moves down low. Can't get the free throw to go. Jenny Enqua on the rebound, and putback doesn't go for Enqua. Rebound cleared. Izzy Emmy out for Donaldson in an 11-point game once again. Kane Norden. No basket there. Allie McCarthy checks in for Katie Daly. I think we had a 3 in the key called on Sam Martin. Yeah, that's a 3-second call. Bailey Russell on the release, no good. Out of bounds off of the Sixers. Russell, tough catch on the inside, can't get the shot to drop, and that's going to be the 4th foul on Allie McCarthy. She'll have to come back to the bench there with number 4. Not often you see Allie with that look on her face and the hands outstretched. See it a bit more from brother Noah. But as Allie picking up 4 and quickly back in is Katie Daly. It's a tough break for Fredericton. Entry pass looking for Izzy Emmy from Kane Norden. Is out of bounds off the Sixers. I thought that was knocked away by the Freeze, but it must have touched somebody else on the way through. Carry called that time on Bailey Russell. Dribble just got a little too high, and Russell got under the ball. Dueling turnovers. That one's called tipped into the backcourt. Coach Daly didn't think so. Miss on the long shot. Push ahead for Travers for 3. That one up just a bit short. Abby Cameron off the bench. Set to check in. Donaldson can't make. That hit the wire up top. Wasn't called. It's going to result in a Freeze foul and foul shots for Sam Martin. That definitely hit the wire. The wire's still shaking up top there. It's usually one that's blown down by the officials. Emma Cameron comes out. Sam Martin on the line. Miss on the first. Great look at Martin. 2 Martins, 2 Dalys, 2 Russells, so there's a lot of first name use today. And the Battle of the Courtneys last night in St. John. Right with the knockaway. Travers fake, back for Russell. 3-pointer. That's another miss. Rebound for Amanda Russell, who scores 2. Also with a shout out to the folks in Grand Manan in the interview at halftime. Travel called. Leah Martin set to check in for Sam Martin. Katie Daly goes down, gets it off to Maeva Gasm. Gasm through the lane, gets the foul, will go to the line. Ava de Saint Hubert, Quebec. First season with the Reds, 19 games played. Miss on the free throw. That foul, I think, went on right. Adjusted to 2 fouls on the board. Donaldson with the miss. Rebound is finally corralled by the Freeze and Gasm. Bailey Russell had Leah Travers shoot her in the corner, still down there in the corner. Instead, it's Katie Daly who hits a triple. Lead is down to 6. Gets Izzy Emmy off the bench to check in the next opportunity. Donaldson trapped, back for right. Around for Kate Norton into Martin in the post. Pass to the corner for the shooter. Left short, but on the offensive glass are the Sixers again. Donaldson steps through. And Gasm with the knockaway. Freeze coming with some intensity on the defensive end. Ahead for Mava Gasm. Bailey Russell, tough catch in, reverse lay-in won't go. Good break that time and good pace for the Freeze. They'll take that shot attempt every day of the week, I think. Kane Norton for Martin. Martin size advantage over Russell. Instead passes it back out for Donaldson, whose three-pointer rimmed out. Katie Daly, the offensive end for Leah Travers. Travers can't get free, picks the dribble up, off for Daly. 7 to shoot. Foul called on Lake City. It's going to go on Abby Cameron. The hand check. Izzy Emmy and Ann Bastion will check in for the Sixers and Freeze respectively. Courtney Donaldson and Katie Daly check out. Another sub set to check in. It will be Lauren Armstrong. Armstrong, one of my favorite ACAA players, can do a lot of everything. This was a triple-double waiting to happen. A whole lot of games was Lauren Armstrong. Going to be another carry called on Bailey Russell on the dribble. Oh no, illegal screen called on Mava Gasm. I thought it was going to be a carry, by the way the whistle went there. Instead, it's a Freeze foul, their 5th. 1:24 to go here in the quarter. 6-point game with the Sixers. Sixers with a win here can take over the points lead in the entire league. Thunder have a game in hand and have yet to lose. Sixers dropped 1 to the Thunder. Kane Norton with the miss, and Leah Martin's going to pick up the over-the-back rebounding foul on Katie Butts. Sixers looking for a timeout here. I think Coach Avard wants this one as much to talk to the officials as he wants it to talk to the team. Second foul on Martin. Now Coach Avard into the huddle. First year with the Lake City franchise. Of course, Lake City relocated from Windsor. I believe in 3 years they've had 3 different coaching staffs as the Mark French franchise, if I recall correctly. Testing me back 3 years in the brain is a little tough. There's a look at Coach Avard in the huddle. So we were a 7-point game at half. Lake City pushed it up. Now the Freeze have it down to 6, so they've cut 1 off the lead. Still about a minute or so. Well, timeout timer's on the clock right now. Minute 7 to go here in the quarter. And freeze ball, so they can cut into that more. Izzy Emmy's going to come pick up full court on Bastion. He's going to bring Katie Butts back to relieve some pressure. Looks like a little zone press, possibly. Bastion loses the ball off the foot. Touch, though, by Kane Norden, and it's going to stay. Freeze ball. Kane Norden tried to sell that one by running down court. Inbounded for Bailey Russell. Back for Leah Travers for the three-point attempt. That's off the backboard jump ball. Butts and right. It's going to stay. Freeze ball. Good hustle there by Katie Butts. 14 on the shot clock for the Freeze. Inbounded for Russell, guarded by Izzy Emmy. Travers looking for Russell, deflected by Andrea Wright, and stolen away by Andrea Wright. Thought that one was going to go out of bounds. Right on top of the ball. Will be right spot at the right time. Speaking of right spot at the right time, Ann Bastion might have been fouled that time by Leah Martin on the way through. Instead, it's a lay-in. Lead is down to 4. Freeze. Giving this talented Lake City club all they can handle, as you would expect on home court. Intensity levels up, fans are into it. Right with the ball knocked away, and now jump ball. This one's going to stay.
I've never seen so many 3 in the keys in my life.
Oh, called three in the key.
In 19 years, I've never seen this. You got to keep the assistant down as well. Assistant's got to be on the back.
Official warning given to Coach Avard. Got one last night in St. John as well, and also being told to keep the assistant seated. Back for Russell for 3. That one is good. And it's a 1-point game as we go to the fourth quarter. Freeze cut 6 off the lead, 51-50. Momentum favoring the Fredericton Freeze at the present time. It's a very different contest. Cole Harbour High School last weekend between these teams. Here you see that shot at the buzzer. Russell. That one is good. It through for 3. Nicely worked around. Great replay by the fine crew here at Aurora Productions. 1-point game going to the fourth. We are in for really entertaining fourth quarter. Freeze doing this all, of course, with Allie McCarthy picking up 4 fouls. She has a really quiet afternoon, this group of Freeze players. Whatever they had for breakfast this morning has them energized in the game. I haven't seen them quite play with this intensity that they are right now all season long, whether some of that is the presence of Amanda Russell and the intensity that she brings naturally, or something that Freeze focused on as a team to come out strong. Pretty good crowd here, entertained with a quality basketball game on a Sunday afternoon. Sometimes these Sunday games, you think, boy, it's tough to get folks out, but there's a pretty decent crowd here for a Sunday. We won't break into Billy Joel. Lake City ball to start quarter 4. Right with Izzy Emmy, Armstrong, Leah Martin, and in the corner, I think that is Abby Cameron, number 12. Let's wait till Abby moves just a little bit and I can see the jersey number. That is Abby Cameron. Lauren Armstrong on the dribble. Gets inside. Leah Travers, I thought, was grabbing an ankle there, but comes up and looks just fine. It is Travers with Bastion. 2 Russells And Tumwine, that's Tumwine there with the ball. Keeps the dribble alive and gives the Freeze the lead at 52-51. Crowd is in it now. Armstrong on the outside, guarded by Travers. Little handoff to right. Good defense by Tumwine, and it's Travers out of the pack with the ball. Both Russells tried to catch that one. And Bastian out for the catch. Courtney Donaldson will check in, next opportunity. Tumwine with the catch on right. Eva Tumwine drive again. Met it at the bucket by Izzy Emmy. Tumwine comes away with the rebound. Bastian, now it's back for Travers, 6 to shoot. Leah Travers lets it fly from way deep. Eva Tumwine on the glass again. Steps on the inline though, and it's going to be Abby Mercer, Courtney Donaldson checking in. There you see the long three-point attempt for Travers long. And Tumwine out of bounds. Great replay there from the folks at Aurora. Great work in St. John as well last night. Pleased to be part of the crew. I've been a little bit everywhere over the last few weeks, I'll say. Always happy to join the Aurora crew. Amanda Russell on Izzy Emmy. Going to be off a foot. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Robbie Daly for Leah Travers. Oh, nice fake by Russell. Inside, back for Tumwine. Tumwine takes it into a whole bunch of white shirts and gets a foul. Sixers bench. Like they're doing a little dance routine. About 5 of them calling for a travel. Fuller set to check back in. 3 triples in the first half for Fuller. Tumwine with the make, puts the Freeze up 2. Make it 3. Fuller in for Armstrong. That point counted. So that point should be on the board. I thought it was up and came off. So I think we've got an incorrect score here. Should be 54-51, I think. (54-52) on the board. Bastian a little too strong. Izzy Emmy on the rebound. Izzy Emmy 3-on-1 here with Donaldson. Izzy Emmy keeps and doesn't make it. Freeze on the rebound push for Tumwine. Tumwine has Bailey Russell in the corner for 3. There it is. The shot. Release back rim rebound. Andrea Wright. There we have 54-51. That's the score that should be correct. So I had 52-51 written down, and then the Freeze made the 2 free throws. Fuller too strong that time. Izzy Emmy misses on the rebound, but gets the second rebound and then loses it out of bounds. Katie Daly checks in. Katie Butts checks in. Amanda Russell and Bastian out. Be up to Daly and Butts. Bring the same level of intensity. Katie Butts, fairly quiet game on the offensive end. Let's see if the Freeze can get Butts a good look. Katie Daly got that shot up. Lillian Fuller to the front court after she collected the rebound. Back for Courtney Donaldson. Lizzie Iziemi just dribbles it through, finds Donaldson for three, ties it up at 51. Said earlier, look for Courtney Donaldson to light it up here in the second half. There is Butts inside, double down by Wright, who gets the steal. Donaldson again, right into the painted area for Iziemi. Bucket drops. It's going to be a blocking foul on Katie Daly. Ali McCarthy now checking in. Going to be for Bailey Russell. McCarthy checks in, 5:51 to go. 4 fouls for McCarthy as she checks in. Lake City up 2, Iziemi with the N1 to make it 3. Well, there's a 6-0 run for Lake City from Donaldson and Iziemi. There's Ali McCarthy. Gets to the free throw line, back outside. Butts, post catch, kick out Robbie Daly. That one rims out. And it's Iziemi on the rebound, heads Donaldson in the corner. Iziemi kicks for the triple this time. Donaldson too strong, but it's Iziemi on the rebound. Back Donaldson wide open for 3. And that one's no good. You don't see Courtney Donaldson miss back-to-back good looks from three-point land too very often, but we saw it right there. Ahead for McCarthy, whose two-pointer drops through. Back to a 1-point game. Courtney Donaldson gets the hand check called on Robbie Daly. Donaldson, a little go-go gadget roller skates on that play. You see the McCarthy long 2 go through on the replay. First team foul on Daly. Travel called on Iziemi. 4:52 to go. Freeze ball and chance to take the lead with a score on the trip. That's McCarthy. Butts. Katie Butts' shot. Long 2, bounced up and hit the stanchion part out of bounds. Eva Tumwine off, Amanda Russell back in. Amanda Russell in a close game at the LB Gym. UNB fans, we've seen a lot of that. Russell, unbelievable resume. Over 15 points per game. Over 100 games played for Russell. Fuller, 3, doesn't go down, into the hands of Ali McCarthy. McCarthy is going to be fouled by Andrea Wright. Leah Martin will check in. Bailey Russell back in for Robbie Daly. Leah Martin for Andrea Wright. Leah will come in and match up with Katie Butts. It leaves Abby Mercer on Amanda Russell. If I'm the freeze, that's where I go immediately, as I'm looking for Amanda Russell. There is Russell on the outside. Butts on Iziemi. Walk called. No bucket on that one. There you see Butts. Oh, I'm not sure when I see that on the replay. Lake City thought so. Fredericton didn't. The official's opinion mattered. Great replay action there. Nicely worked in. Clean plays. Inside, it's McCarthy using her length to take the pass away. Freeze down one, 344 to go. Looking inside for Russell, that's 2 points right there. Freeze back in front, 58-57. Timeout Lake City. You let Amanda Russell cut that ball down that low, you might as well just put it right on the board. I said that in the first half, I'll say it again. She is deadly in that low. There you see the catch gets inside that semicircle. Fans that are here treated to an outstanding contest. Doesn't get much better than a 1-point game. Freeze were down double digits a couple times to this talented Lake City team. Fought back. Showing they have a little bit of gumption here. A win here for the Freeze will give them the edge over Port City and Miramichi in wins. Of course, those two teams have a game in hand still on the Freeze. An important contest here for Fredericton as they're looking at the undefeated Thunder coming in next weekend, then a road game in Moncton, then finishing up here. Donaldson into the front court. Freeze setting their timeout strategy with the table here. Saying, hey, look for me, I'm going to be calling the timeout, most likely. Iziemi with the offensive foul. Charge taken by Amanda Russell. Good call that time by the officials as Russell. Good guarding position. No complaints from the, well, I was going to say no complaints from Lake City, but there was a complaint saying it should have been a no call. Only the first foul on Iziemi, third on the team. And timeout right there from the Freeze. So clarification on next week's game just being announced here. The Freeze game against the Thunder is going to be 3 o'clock at the FHS gym. 3 o'clock FHS gym. That's going to be a Rogers TV game. It was originally 1 o'clock here, but a tournament the Reds are running has taken over the gyms here and bumped the Freeze out. Looking ahead for this week, Thursday the 6th, Port City Fog at the Moncton Mystics, 7 o'clock Harrison Trimble. Rogers TV game as well for that one. 3 games next Saturday the 8th, the Thunder at the Hurricane, 7 o'clock Miramichi Valley High. Hornets at Fog, 3 o'clock at UNBSJ. I'll be down for that one and here on the call with Aurora Productions once again. And also Mystics at 56ers, 2 o'clock Dartmouth Sportsplex. Next Sunday, Hornets and Hurricanes tangle, 3 o'clock, Miramichi Valley High School. So 2 games, Miramichi next weekend. If you're a Hurricanes fan, check those out. And then Thunder and Freeze finish off the weekend, 3 o'clock at FHS, as just mentioned. 3:15 to go in this one, 1 point Freeze lead over Lake City. And there's Iziemi's second foul on the reach-in. Fourth team foul. Freeze only have 2. That's McCarthy on Iziemi. Looking for Russell. That's catching the ball a little farther away. A little better defended that time. 2 to shoot. Russell knows it and draws the foul on Abby Cameron. 15 foul as well. So Freeze will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Andrea Wright will come in. I thought that was pretty good defense that time by Lake City. Forced Russell to catch it away from the painted area. But good work by Amanda Russell to work inside. Now Russell will go to the line. Amanda Russell. .65% free throw shooter in her U Sport career with the Reds. Much of that played in this gym. Makes them both. 3-point lead for the Freeze. Donaldson, Izzy, Martin, and Wright. The personnel for Lake City. That's Izzy looking for Leah Martin down low against Katie Butts. Leah Martin's reverse layup doesn't go. Katie Butts fights for the board. And a jump ball called. That's Wright gets the tie up with Butts. Freeze with the alternating possession. Katie Daly guarded by Lillian Fuller. Bailey Russell, tough catch. Katie Daly is down, and that looks like that hurt. Trainer quickly over. Referees blow that one down, safety purposes for Katie Daly. I didn't see that. I was watching the ball. I didn't see what happened coming through after that. Looks like ran into a screen, did Katie Daly. Caitlin, the trainer, is out to check on Katie. There's a look at the Lake City huddle. Katie Daly now sitting up and gets a round of applause from the crowd. Good stoppage there by the officials. Make sure Daly is okay. 9 seconds on the shot clock here for the Freeze as they inbound. Not sure who get the call off the Freeze bench. I'm sure we'll probably not see any more of Katie Daly this time. Katie Daly up on her feet. Good work by Caitlin to sure everything's okay there. Robbie Daly in for Katie Daly. Katie Butts will do a little mop-up work on the far side. Clean things up. So we get the moisture off. 2:24 to go, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Freeze ball in the offensive end after the injury timeout to Katie Daly. Ali McCarthy on the catch. Amanda Russell in the low post against Andrea Wright. Doubled down, travel called on Amanda Russell. 2:16 to go. Lake City stuck 3 on the road. Eternity left here. Little defensive chance on the Lakers. Leah Martin tries the up and under again, and here's Katie Butts. Think got a piece of that shot on Leah Martin. That's 2 possessions in a row. Martin's gone to that move on Butts. McCarthy. Oh, and the knockaway by Wright. And now Ali McCarthy takes it right back from Andrea Wright. Minute and a half to go. Bailey Russell for 3. That is good for the Freeze. And make it a 6-point lead. 1:33 to go. Courtney Donaldson's going to go to work. Back outside, Fuller fakes the 3. Gets McCarthy in the air, and a foul drawn on Amanda Russell. Lillian Fuller will go to the line. So some pressure coming here for Lake City in terms of ball pressure. Fuller with a miss on the first. So no matter what here, we're going to be in a 2-possession game. Lake City does have 5 fouls, so if they choose to go the foul route, they'll put the Freeze directly on the line. 5-point game, timeout taken by the Freeze. So this will either give the Freeze the opportunity to advance the ball and take the shot clock down to 14 instead of 24. There you see McCarthy with the takeaway from right. Another look at it there. Nice swipe by Ali McCarthy. And there you see Bailey Russell knocking home the triple. Puts the fans in their feet in the corner. Oh, great set of replays there. So you've just made one free throw. You're down 5. Looking at the Lake City huddle. You're setting up your pressure. You're wondering now, are the Freeze going to advance or are the Freeze going to keep the 24 seconds on the clock? Don't need to go to a foul situation yet. There's still ample time on the clock to make a comeback here for Lake City, so you don't have to force the Freeze to win it from the free throw line. Freeze electing the inbound full court. And here comes the full court pressure, 1:24 to go on the clock. See if the Freeze send somebody long here. Everybody in flat right now. It's inbounded. No, not inbounded for Ali McCarthy. Izzy Emmy got the tip.
AP on the ball, tight. AP on the ball, on the ball. Tonight, Donnie, tonight.
Inbounded for McCarthy, guarded by Izzy Emmy. Russell with the screen. Ahead for Robbie Daly, into the corner for Bailey Russell. Bailey Russell drives baseline back up top. Good patience by the Freeze, take time off the clock. Blocking foul on Amanda Russell. Turns the ball over. Down 5, Lake City's ball, 1:10 to go. Second foul on Russell. This is certainly the best Freeze game I've been part of this season. In terms of the intensity right off the stop, the closeness. The other two here. Andrea Wright tries the triple, and it's out of bounds off the wire on the top. If I'm Lake City, I'm not sure it's Andrea Wright. I'm drawing up the three-point attempt for. She is capable from out there, but I'm looking for Donaldson, Fuller, or Izzy Emmy before Wright on the 3. Did make one in Lake City last week. Offensive foul called on Ali McCarthy, and a technical foul called on Kevin Daly. He did not like that 5th foul on Ali McCarthy. There's going to be a shot and possession here. It's going to be Ann Bastion who will check in now for Ali McCarthy, who has fouled out. Coach Kevin Daly did not like that call as he jumped right up off the bench, picked up the tee. Been relatively quiet compared to the Lake City coach. Of course, I'm a little closer to Lake City. Courtney Donaldson to the line. Donaldson, a very reliable shooter. Makes that one, makes the free one. So now we're in a 4-point contest, under a minute to go. Ali McCarthy's fouled out for Fredericton on that play with her 5th. Bonus all around. Both teams have 5 fouls. And down 4, Lake City inbounds for Donaldson, who can't make the 3. Right on the board, can't make the putback. Katie Butts with the rebound and foul Andrea Wright. Katie Butts will shoot 2. Biggest thing the Freeze got there was no points to Lake City and the opportunity to walk to the other end of the court with the ball. And Butts, a little late granting of the timeout there. Free throw shooter already had the ball, but it was called anyway. Gives me an opportunity to look up Katie Butts's stats. 76% from the free throw line for Butts over 51 U Sports games, where Butts averages 11.5 points and 8 rebounds a game through 3 seasons at UNB. Of course, they play in the Curry Center just across the court. Freeze had 1 game there this season. Other home game thus far was here. This is the 3rd home game for the Freeze. played 3 on the road, split last week in Halifax, winning at the Hornets, losing at Lake City. Also a loss to the Hurricanes in the Hurricanes' first ever home game. This one's been intense right from the get-go. Freeze were not happy with the way they played in Cole Harbour last weekend. Certainly came out with a different intensity here. And they're up 4 with 48 seconds to go. Katie Butts on the line, as mentioned, 76% free throw shooter. With an opportunity to make it 6. It'll still be a 2-possession game. Regardless, makes the first. A little more breathing room for the Freeze with the 5-point lead. And the loss here would be big for Lake City if, in fact, and still a long way to go. There is the double make for Butts. Folks, if you haven't, if you're just the first time watching Maritime Women's Basketball Association, this is what the action is like all the time. It's incredible talent, incredible level to play. This has been an amazingly intense game there. Once again, with the 3-point attempt is Wright. Again with Butts on the rebound. Under 30 seconds to go into the front court and Bastion. Wright trying for the steal. Bastion picks it up, finds Bailey Russell. Freeze content just to hold on. There's Izzy with the steal though. No fouls, just let Izzy score it. And 11.2 seconds to go in a 4-point game. Russell, Freeze are going to have to get it over half. They do for Bastion. 3 seconds to go. Freeze are going to win this one. No foul given. Final is going to be 65-61 Freeze. Freeze rebound for 2 losses in a row to pick up an impressive win on home court. Second loss of the season for Lake City. They find life on the road can be tough here. The only other loss is to the undefeated Thunder. Full credit Freeze here as they move to 4-3. Lake City drops to 6-2. So Lake City will have a couple games left. They are idle next week, so they'll finish off their schedule the last week of the regular season, taking their idle week. Next week, no, pardon me, they're not out. They're hosting the Mystics. So 1 game next week on Saturday the 8th, hosting the Mystics at the Dartmouth Sportsplex. I've said that about 3 times earlier in the game. Not sure why I didn't see it in my notes just now. Freeze next action will be next Sunday, 3 o'clock at FHS versus the first place and 6-0 Thunder. Thunder will be playing the night before in Miramichi Valley. We're going to see if we have an interview guest here post-game. Izzy picks up player of the game for the Sixers, and Bailey Russell picks up player of the game for the Freeze. Just stay tuned here, folks, to see if Brad James lines us up an interview. If he does, we'll do that. If it doesn't look like that's going to happen, I'll just wrap up. It looks like he is indeed looking for an interview candidate here. Potentially. Doesn't look like we're going to get a post-game interview, folks. I don't see anybody making their way over here. I thought Brad was on that. So we'll wrap up here. The Freeze take the win, move to 4-3 in first place in the New Brunswick standings. For everyone here in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association and the Fredericton Freeze, I'm Bill Gibson. Thanks for tuning into this one, folks. And look forward to bringing you more games next weekend. I'll be in St. John for the Fog and Hornets game, and then back here in Fredericton for Thunder and Freeze on Sunday. That'll do it from the LB Gym. Lake City takes a second loss. Freeze move to 4-3. Highly intense, highly entertaining game here on the Sunday afternoon. That'll do it here from Fredericton.